Good morning, friends, and welcome to the Mind Gym. This is a daily live stream in which we actually ask you a question, and we start the morning by basically waking up the mind and making sure that the critical thinking abilities are working on. So the rule of the game is very simple. The question will get displayed on the screen, and then you will be given 60 seconds to send in your answers. Make sure the answers are correct. So without further ado, let's begin our daily quiz game. The first question is: in the year 1541, which English queen was stripped of her title and confined in the Sion Abbey in the Middlesex, England? And the time starts now. Friends, so there was one queen who was stripped of her queenship, the title. So I don't see any response. Let me give you the answer then. It is the Queen Catherine Howard, the fifth wife of King Henry VIII. She was stripped of her title of being the queen, and then she was imprisoned. And Henry VIII was kind of infamous. He is the reason why the English people are the Protestants. So let's not go into too much of history of England. Let's proceed to the next question. In the year 1909, which group forms $1 million corporation to manufacture airplanes? And the time starts now. So this is an easy question. I think answer should be very easy also, because the year is 1909 and we are talking about aeroplanes. Who were building aeroplanes? I think it's just common sense. Nevertheless, let me give you the answer. It is the Wright brothers. Wright brothers were the company who actually raised $1 million and set up their Wright brothers aircraft company to manufacture aeroplanes. Let's proceed to the next question. In the year 1939, which politician made Jewish Poles above the age of 11 years to wear a blue star of David on the shoulder? And the time starts now. So, friends, the Jewish people were subjected to such atrocities, including the genocide, and this is one of the part of the genocide where the German regime sort of mandated for Polish people to wear a star, sort of an identification. It's a yellow color star, so that a Jewish person walking across Poland or in Germany, they will be visible from miles and they can be segregated. This was the idea, but then who started this in for the first time in Poland? It is the Nazi governor of Poland. His name was Hans Frank, and Hans Frank actually started this process of he made it mandatory for all the Jews to wear the Star of David. It was yellow color, so it was visible from all sides. And if you are not wearing it, it was sort of mandatory punishment to all the Jewish. How absurd it is, in today's context. But then it has happened, and it is our history. All right, let's move to the next question. In the year 1942, which army surrounds Stalingrad? Which army surrounds Stalingrad? And time starts now. So this is again an easy question. This was the Second World War, and which country invade Russia? Because Stalingrad is definitely a city in Russia named after Stalin, the ruler of or dictator of Russia. Nevertheless, let me give you the answer. It is the Germany's 4th and the 6th Army. They surround this Stalingrad, and that became one of the longest siege in the world. It lasted for almost a year, and so many people died on both sides. On German side, soldiers, they were just frozen to death. They were not equipped to handle the Russian winters. And on the Russian side, the common citizen died defending their city. All right, let's move to the next question. In the year 1971, which Asian country was given the permanent seat in the United Nations Security Council? And time starts now. So I think again, if you are following the world politics and you know who are the major people who are part of the Security Council today, then you should know the answer. Nevertheless, let me give you the answer of this question, and that is China. Of course, China was the fifth nation included as a permanent representative in the United Nations Security Council with the power to veto. So China became the fifth nation from Asia to be part of this very elite group and all-powerful group in the United Nations. Let's move on to the next question. In the year 2020, what was the name of China's moon probe launched to the moon from Wancheng space site in Hainan Islands to collect lunar rock and soil samples? So, what was this probe? What was the name of this particular space mission? And the time starts now. So, China's space missions have been in the news. They have been able to achieve, a lot of successes on Mars and also on the Moon without any help of any external, Western space agencies. So that is why it is remarkable. And this particular probe was sent in 2020 with the intention to collect the sample on the surface of the Moon and send it back to Earth. So that is why this is so special. And the answer to this question is Chang E5 mission. That's the name of the space probe, which was a robotic probe. It was supposed to collect samples of soil and rock by drilling and storing them into a specially packaged container, and then blast off these containers so that it can return back on Earth and the scientists can recover it and can do further analysis. All right, let's see if we have more questions left for today. So friends, we have come to the end of the morning gym. Thanks for joining me live. Thanks for watching me, and join me back tomorrow again with more questions in the daily trivia morning gym. Have a nice day.